Hey, Brent Messmer here with Technical Taekwondo. Today's video we are going to be going through Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn. Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn is another advanced form that we're just starting to get into. There's a lot of movements in this form that are very big and strong, but this form changes the rhythm a little bit more than Tae Gyuk Oh Jahn did or Tae Gyuk Sa Jahn did. So there's a lot more rhythm changes going between speed and power, which just makes this form a little bit more interesting to do, as well as more interesting to actually watch someone do it when it's done correctly. There are 23 steps in Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn. The meaning of the form is water. As always, we're going to be doing this from a couple different angles, and at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you guys how we do some of the new blocks that are in this form. So let's get into it. Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn. Turning to the left, out of front stance, low block. You're going to do a front kick, and you're going to land back into back stance. With the same hand, you're going to be doing a hammer block. Turning to the right, front stance, low block. Left foot front kick, land back into back stance, chamber up, hammer block. You're going to slide out with your left foot. Your right hand is going to do the outer knife hand sweeping block, which you learned at the last belt rank. From here, I'm going to throw roundhouse kick, and I'm going to land in front stance with my guard up. And I'm going to look left and turn left. Hammer block, reverse punch, front kick, reverse punch. Turning to the right, hammer block, reverse punch, front kick, reverse punch. Okay. And here, we're going to slide back feet together into Jumi position. I'm going to do that wedging block, which is your last rank's fundamental movement. From here, I'm stepping with the right foot this time. Outer knife hand sweeping block. Roundhouse kick with the left. Kia. Hip. Landing in front stance. Guard. From here, my back foot is going to turn all the way through. Front stance. Low block. Front kick. Land back into back stance. Same as the beginning section. Block with the right. Hammer block. So again, front stance, low block, left front kick, slide back into back stance, right hand hammer block. Turn to the left, front stance, low block, front kick with the right, land in back stance, hammer block with the left. I'm going to slide feet together, chamber up for a twin knife and middle block, and I'm going to drop my right foot back into a twin knife and middle block. Again, hammer block. Slide that right foot up. I'm making an L shape. 1, 2. Step back with the left foot. Twin knife hand middle block. Step back with the right foot. Palm block, blocking a punch. Reverse punch. Step back with the left. Palm block with the right. Left hand reverse punch. Kia. Left foot slides up. Come on. Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn. Turn to the left, front stance, low block. Front kick, land back into back stance, same hand blocks, hammer block. Turn, front stance, low block. Front kick, land behind, hammer block. Left foot steps out, outer knife hand sweeping block with the right hand. So left hand steps, right hand blocks. Right foot roundhouse kick, landing in front stance, guard. Turn left, hammer block, reverse punch, front kick, reverse punch. Turning to the right, hammer block, punch, front kick, punch. Slide back Jumi, wedging block. Step with the right, block with the left, outer knife hand sweeping block. We're going to execute a roundhouse kick. Roundhouse, land in front stance, turn, low block. Front kick, land back into back stance, hammer block. Low block, kick, land back, My right foot's gonna slide up and drop. Twin knife hand. Twin knife hand. Block, punch. Palm block, punch. Hip. So I'm sweeping across this way. So make sure your shoulder is half facing. It is the exact same block here as my hammer block or outer knife hand out of a front stance. So my shoulders are half facing and that matches your stance. If I change feet, I need to keep my shoulders the same as they were on the other side. Okay, that's what makes this one weird. So I'm sweeping across and then turn that back shoulder back opposite. Okay. After the first roundhouse kick, when I turn, I do hammer block, punch, kick punch. That first hammer block is actually a high hammer block. Okay. Normal hammer block is shoulder height. This is slightly higher. So basically it's blocking a head punch. So that's the only difference, but the chamber and everything is identical to the regular hammer blocks. There's nothing different there. Chamber's on the inside. Palm is facing towards you. Turn the hips, drive the shoulder in. It is out of front stance. So the next one that is new is the wedging block. So the key on this is I want to keep my wrists together until they pass the belt, and then I separate it. So if someone was coming in for a tackle, this doesn't work if I separate my hands at the chest and bring it down at an angle this way. I'm intersecting at too shallow of an angle. I need to separate low and hit those arms out at the same time on a 90-degree angle. So that's why I want to keep the wrists together as I'm separating here. Feet are shoulder width apart. I was a little wide. Down and out, and then we're stepping out for that second roundhouse kick. The last one that's new in Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn is the palm hand block. So at the end of the form, it's palm, reverse punch, palm, reverse punch. Coordination, that's a little bit tricky, but it's not terrible. So on the palm hand, basically from that punch position, I'm lifting the palm up and then pushing in horizontal to the side. So it's just an up and a kind of a curved loop to push in sideways. It is with the front hand, reverse punch. The thing that's weird is when I step back to do the next one, I need to spring my opposite hand up as I'm pushing this hand so I can execute the reverse punch. What's also interesting on the end of that form, those last 4 motions in Tae Gyuk Yook Jahn is 4 separate counts. And that's because the palm block is a power block and the reverse punch is a power punch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 separate counts. So it's a different timing, a different rhythm than what you see on O-Jahn, where it's 1, 2, and that's a single count. Even the kick 1, 2, that's actually on a single count. So on O-Jahn, that's really fast. Well, I hope that video helped you guys out. This is our blue belt level form. So we're getting up into the higher ranks a little bit. I also want to encourage you guys, right now at blue belt, most schools you're about halfway through the curriculum at blue belt, maybe a little bit after that, but for our system you're about halfway through. And that marks a big milestone for students because a lot of times when you guys get to that blue belt, getting into the next rank or so, you're gonna hit a plateau. That plateau is going to feel like you're not growing or you're not learning as fast as what you were when you were a green belt or whatever. But I want you guys to understand that if once you work through that plateau, and everybody hits it at a little bit different time. If you haven't hit it yet, you'll probably hit it in the next 4 to 6 months. Keep pushing yourself, stay disciplined, and go to class on a regular basis. If you want to fight through that plateau, start going to a couple more classes a week. So if you're going twice a week, maybe go 3 or 4 times a week. Start pushing yourself more, and you'll fight through that plateau a little bit faster if you do that. But everybody hits a flat spot. And you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't fight through it, because you've worked this long, this hard. Why stop? Push through, get that next belt rank, and keep pushing through. But you are going to hit a flat spot in your training, and I just want to encourage you guys to fight through it. Everybody hits it. It's not just you. Fight through it and keep pushing on and until you reach that black belt. Okay? Again, I want to thank you guys, and God bless, and keep on kicking.